Greetings and welcome to the Transform Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Anastasio. This is episode 110, and it is Monday, May 1st, 2023. Welcome to May, guys. Cannot believe that we're already through the first 4 months of the year. For me, May means warm weather. Warm weather goes quickly, and the next thing you know, it's the holiday season here in the United States. So pretty incredible how fast 2023 is whizzing by. But anyway, wanted to welcome you guys to this new episode. I'm going to be delving back into the area of AI, artificial intelligence tools, and that realm that we have touched on a few times here on the podcast. The last time that we gave you guys an episode on AI was episode 102, the AI takeover in early February. Talked sort of about, at sort of a tactical level, some of the tools that were out there, some of the different possibilities, I guess you could say, that you guys could look at AI-wise. But also in episode 100, which published right at the beginning of the year, our first episode of the year, January 5th, a portion of that episode, myself and my co-host, Mayank Singh, we went over some of our predictions and outlooks, if you will, on artificial intelligence and what we saw coming and how it might impact things in 23 and beyond. So you'll get a little flavor of AI in those episodes, but this episode is going to specifically focus on one tool that I'm kind of intrigued by, and admittedly have not gotten a chance to use much myself, and I'll explain all that in a moment. If you guys didn't get a chance, go back to episode 109 last week, April 25th, about using different marketing examples for inspiration. I kind of went back over some of my favorite marketing examples or sources to get inspiration for marketing, building brand, that sort of thing, that I had actually first talked about in early 2022. So I used this episode last week as sort of a 16-month refresher on those marketing examples that I find inspiring and that I've gone to the well to think about different possibilities for brand building and getting messaging out there in a most effective and impactful way. So check that out if you guys get a chance. That's episode 109. You know I like to start every episode with a plug on our last episode. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is an AI tool that is starting to creep into my mind as a potential alternative to ChatGPT. We've definitely mentioned ChatGPT on here before. Like I said, definitely mentioned it in episode 102, and I'm pretty sure Mike and I covered it in episode 100. And ChatGPT is the premier tool that people are probably referring to when you've heard them talk about using AI assistance for social media content, marketing campaigns, keyword research, any of those types of functions. Usually you're going to get into a conversation with somebody who's used ChatGPT for that, although there are other possibilities out there. Now, I had been using, a year to 2 years ago, a tool called Copy.AI, or Copy.AI as you'll hear me refer to it. Copy.AI was helpful for generating blog ideas, social media post ideas, things of that nature. I never really looked at it as a word-for-word tool, but I knew that it had the ability sometimes to spark ideas or give me different takes on the same topic. Okay, and I don't know if you guys have ever used Copy.AI. If you have, this is probably a little bit redundant, but you kind of go into their interface and you can choose the type of thing that you're creating, blog post, social media post, a caption, a headline, whatnot, an ad campaign, things of that nature. And then you can kind of revise the tonality of it. You can say, you want it to sound like this, or you want it to sound like that, friendly, professional, casual, whatnot. And you just kind of regenerate possibilities with it, okay? Now, I haven't gone to Copy.AI in a while. I don't know how much that interface has changed. I don't know if they're charging now. The version I used was free, although I don't think I had unlimited use of it. But let's just say I never came close to using the capacity that was available to me, okay? What's interesting, guys, is starting back on, looks like April. I'm gonna be going through some emails, guys, while I do this with you. Yeah. So on Tuesday, April 4th, I got an interesting email in my inbox from Copy.AI, marketing at Copy.AI. And the subject line was, "A prompt a day keeps writer's block away." And it was about introducing this new feature that was going to be sent to me every day called the daily prompt, quote unquote. And what they were saying here in this email was, hey, Chris, welcome to the first edition of the daily prompt. Every day we'll send you a new prompt that explores chat's incredible features and helps you leverage the latest advancements in AI so you can do a lot more with a lot less. Without further ado, here's a prompt to help you repurpose and distribute blog posts as social media content. Now, let me just say, guys, I should have said this even earlier. I don't know how available this tool that I'm about to describe to you is. Like I said, I haven't used it yet in Copy.AI. I played around with some of the other stuff that I mentioned to you guys AI-wise. But for Copy.AI, I hadn't gone there yet. So it's very possible that what I'm telling you is something that you get 1 or 2 tries at and you're going to have to pay for it, or it may just be completely free. I don't know. Proceed with caution. But what was so interesting about this, guys, I want to kind of read a few of these to you, and then at the end I'm going to put this in perspective on how you can leverage this sort of thing. We'll go back over that. So in this first prompt that they sent me on April 4th, the prompt they suggested was, and I'm quoting here, so that, this is what you would enter into Copy.AI, into their chat feature. Quote, create 5 social media posts promoting this blog post, brackets, blog post URL, unquote. So you take a blog post that you had written, and then it would generate 5 social media posts to promote it. Let's take a look at another one. Another prompt, this is one they sent me on April 10th. Quote, I know a lot about insert topic name, blank topic. I know a lot about insert topic. Teach me the fundamentals of new topic using terminology and concepts from the previous topic I know a lot about. Okay, so very interesting. Like, about topic A, you're asking Chat by Copy.AI to teach you about concept B. Let's take a look at this one from April 13th. Quote, write 10, and then here's the possibilities that you can put after the number 10. Write 10 subject lines / headlines / social media threads / add headlines with a curiosity gap that discuss blank topic. So here's a way to come up with different subjects or headlines or social media threads that go to a specific topic and generate curiosity in that topic. Let's take a look at another one. Quote, write an article about blank, consider diverse perspectives, and write it in a blank tone. That came out on April 20th. And let me give you one more so you guys don't fall asleep on me. Quote, brainstorm 10 content ideas related to blank topic that blank audience would find interesting and beneficial, unquote. So, super, super exciting possibilities there, guys. When you think about your business, so now let's contextualize this to wrap things up. In these other podcasts I mentioned, episode 100, episode 102, all this really boils down to is leverage. AI is bringing you leverage. Instead of carrying the load entirely yourself, coming up with the headlines, tweaking the wording, coming up with new versions of it, revising it, rewriting it, etc., 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 just starting with that blank sheet of paper that is so intimidating, a tool like Chat by Copy.AI, again, also extends to ChatGPT and other tools that are out there, but right now I'm focusing on Copy.AI because it appears to me to be an interesting competitor for this particular purpose to ChatGPT. But using a tool like this is allowing you to leverage more of your time in your business doing other things that propel that business forward and offloading this heavy lifting, generating ideas, revising and refining those ideas, cranking out volumes and volumes of content. You're leveraging tools like this Chat by Copy.AI. Okay? And by doing so, you now, as a one-person marketing machine, come across like a 10-person marketing machine, or a 5-person marketing machine, or a 20-person marketing. Depending on how good you get with this and how much you can systematize it, if you happen to have, let's say, a virtual assistant or an in-house assistant who can do this for you, who this can be their entire existence, is plowing through these tools and creating content and revising it and creating new content and new content and new content. you are simply going to go so much further using tools like this. Putting all the ethical and moral questions aside about AI, I'm not going to get into that, and we're not going to cover that here. But just taking these tools for what they're worth and looking at what's possible now. And I think this Copy.AI is a really interesting alternative or counter possibility to ChatGPT. I know personally, guys, I don't know what your experience is with ChatGPT. If you have the free version, good luck getting in. I've even heard people say who pay for ChatGPT Plus or whatever, the upgraded version of it, that they don't get in all the time, and they're paying. So I don't know what the real deal is with that, guys. I've used it to a certain extent here and there for certain things. I can't say I'm a heavy user of it, but try out Copy.AI, guys. I know there definitely is a free version of Copy.AI. I just don't know to what extent that free version goes, and I don't know if this feature, this chat feature that I was talking to you about, how free that is. Do you get 1? Do you get 5? Do you get 100? Do you get infinity per month? I don't know. But take a look at it, especially if you're trying to use ChatGPT and you're not having much success there because you just can't get in consistently. That would definitely be a reason to check this out. But you may just, want to compare the two. Just see, how do you like the interfaces? How do you like the outputs that you get from them? How do you like the versatility? How do you like the accuracy? So I think contrasting that, playing around with it a little bit, take an hour or two and, on a weekend morning or, later in the day in your work day or whatever, where you can just kind of sit back and just run possibilities through these tools and then see which one kind of rises to the top for your purposes. So that's really what I want to do with you guys today. I've been saving all of these emails from Copy.AI since April 4th. I've got about maybe 20 or so of them in here now, 20 plus, that I do want to practice with. I do want to do some experimentation with, and I want to see what I think of it compared to ChatGPT. Now, of course, we definitely will come back to you here on the podcast. We will talk to you about what we're seeing, but I didn't want to wait to go through all that experimentation. I want to get this idea out to you guys. I know there are some of you out there that can absolutely benefit from this right away, whether it's using the Copy.AI tool or some other tool, or if you're sparked into trying something else entirely. These tools are undoubtedly going to get you further down the road marketing-wise. If for no other reason, then they're going to help you move faster and create more volume. So you'll be able to move faster and create more volume at a bare minimum. But you may see other benefits. You may just feel like it's a better writing style. It's more succinct. It's clearly better copy than anything you were going to come up with. And I know some people are going to feel the other way around, that these tools cannot replicate their voice, cannot do the things they can do with the written word. And that's fine too. That's not to say you should abandon, if you're good at writing that stuff or creating that kind of content, I wouldn't discourage you from doing it anymore. I would simply say look for the pieces and parts that you could offload to help you go even faster. Okay? So would be really interested to hear, is anybody using these tools? Has anybody used Chat by Copy.AI in particular? Would love to hear about that here from you guys on the podcast. Of course, if you want to reach out to us, you can find us on Facebook and LinkedIn at Transform. You can go to the website, transform.com. And of course, please subscribe to and share this podcast with your friends and family. Okay, guys, so hope everybody has a great start to May. We'll be back with you guys sometime next week with episode 111. But in the meantime, hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having a great year so far as we really head into or get much closer to the summer months here. But very, very excited to hear what you guys think of this tool and get your feedback on it, okay? You guys have a great night, and we will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.